Hey everyone, welcome back to another session of learning how to use technology in your business, SBT. My name is Sanjay Malasetti and I'm the Director of Technology this year. So let's get right into how to use chatbots in business. So, first of all, let's get into what a chatbot is. It's a simple software application that many people have seen on various websites, regardless of the industry. So, no matter what kind of design or what kind of application that you're going to make this year, regardless of if it's mostly an in-person kind of application, there's always a necessity or a need to have an online support, if you will. And a chatbot does exactly that. It provides that online support to simulate that human conversation without having an actual human behind the screen. So obviously a clear benefit is that it saves time, but we'll get right into that. So the point of the chatbot again is to like answer these customer questions either through like text or like call and it's tempting to like resolve all those issues that customers may have. So, what are the benefits, right? So, here are three benefits that I really think are where like chatbots stand out. And that includes 24/7 service, right? You don't want a human sitting behind the screen. So, maybe one of your team members, you don't want them sitting behind the screen answering questions to uh, 1,000 different customers all day long. That would be just a waste of their time. Instead, if you had a chatbot answer most of these and then let a few of these like escalate to like a human agent, that would be a reason why chatbots could be really, really beneficial because they save time. And that just links into the third idea, right? There's no need for a human to be doing this when a chatbot can do it easier and better. But also, it helps with customer handling. Imagine having a customer being taken care of on the back end with a chatbot instead of like a human. There could be even better customer handling by a chatbot. But not just that. Imagine having a chatbot versus no chatbot, right? A chatbot is always there to provide help and support in any way possible. Like for example, if you've seen on like other websites, they pop up and be like, "Hey," and they usually have a name. And then they say, "Do you need any help with so and so?" And they provide options. And so that's what we want you to make. And I'll tell you exactly how to make that now. So realistically, I want us to use a chatbot builder. And if you've already made like a Google site, I will tell you exactly how to integrate a chatbot builder with the Google site to make sure that your AI chatbot shows up on a Google site, right? There was no code involved, but you can still make things that look very, very impressive. So I'll give you four options of like free chatbots and options to use, but here are two. And we can go over like the very specifics. So pause the video if you want to see any of like specifics about the plans that each of these offer. But I'll tell you that all four of the ones that I'm about to show you are like very, very convenient and easy to use. They have some limitations on their free plan, and if you ever need to, you can always upgrade that free plan. But it will be a very, very good showcase for the symposium and even time after that if you want to continue building your startup. So there's ManyChat, HubSpot, ChatFuel, and Tidio. So please pause the video if you want to take a deeper look into what these different plans are and their features. Continuing though, let's talk about how you can actually make your own custom chatbot in your application. So really, it's three big steps, right? You first need to figure out what you want your chatbot to handle. So for most of you, it may be like customer support, right? So if a customer has an issue with XYZ in your product, how can they solve it? And now you might already have the answer like with you right now. It might not be on the website exactly, but you might have the answer because there was no place to put it on the website. In that case, the human is going to ask the chatbot about that question. And instead of having a human agent answer it, you just need to build a flow to basically tell the bot or give the bot the information to then just give back to the user. Right? There's no need for you to like sit there on the back end and start replying to a customer. So you have to figure out what are your use cases. So one of these is customer like oriented. There are other use cases very specific to like what specific field or industry you're choosing for your startup. Let's talk about a flow. So a flow is just going to be, and I'll show you on the next slide, but it's a key conversation path, right? So a customer asks so and so, and your bot will require some more information from the customer, possibly. The bot will then retrieve that information and then it'll give a response back to the user. You have to just showcase that path to the user, and that's a flow. It's just outlining key conversations and really hopefully giving the best like information back to the user. And in order to like make sure that your flow is accurate, you want to train it. So training means like you're going to make some fallback options. You're going to make sure that there are clear and concise answers to general questions. So if a consumer or customer asked about a very broad general question related to your topic, you should have like an answer that your bot should like default to. And that's something you're going to be doing as part of the training process. So, and my recommendation is that you don't make your flows too complicated. You don't make your use cases too big, but it should just be like basic customer handling and maybe a little bit more specific towards your user. But I will tell you, if you do want to make a more complicated flow, it will take you more time. So here is a simple chatbot flow. And the specific condition that was asked about here is order status inquiry. So here a customer asked about an order status. So for example, maybe they asked some kind of Amazon AI saying, um, where are the pens I bought the other day? And so obviously the bot doesn't know exactly what they're talking about. So it asks the user for the order number, and then it provides the status by looking up on its own database, right? That kind of information needs to be provided by a bot. It can't really be provided by um, just the website. You can't just put that information out on the website because then that's not really safe. You need the order number to like authenticate where your stuff is. And then at the end of the day, it can also offer support. And that's something that you can add. You don't need to add, but it would be nice to add if you have the time. So let's talk about how to integrate all of this with the Google site. Just telling you guys, using the chatbot builders that I told you is very, very simple. They are no code. So all you need to do is go in, really just try to build these flows, almost just like arrows and bubbles, like I showed you on the last picture. And you have to like train it a little bit with thinking about what what would a response be, and you can run through it. Obviously you can run through it and ask about potential responses that the bot gives, what you don't like and what you like about that, and start making modifications to that. So that's just training it. But let's add it to Google Sites, right? Let's say you have a Google site right now, free to use, by the way. You should check out the other video on that. You can add it on really, really simply. On the Google Sites, I will let you know that on the right-hand side, if you're opening on a computer, there will be a small embed section, right? And you go to your chatbot builder, they will always provide a little link or some kind of like some kind of code snippet that you can just go into Google Sites, paste it in the insert section, and then boom, you got your AI like chatbot already integrated into your like Google site. It's crazy, I know. But let's talk about placement, right? You can also like your chatbot doesn't have to be the entire screen. It can be like a small left-hand corner, right-hand corner, even the tops, but prefer not to. Just make sure that it looks aesthetically pleasing and really fits in with the vibe of your website as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great time learning. I hope you had a great time learning about these chatbots. If you have any questions, you can always email me at my email listed on the screen. And I really hope that you can incorporate like these chatbots into your material, especially if you want to stand out at the symposium or the startup event this year. And thank you so much. Bye.